I do want to say that this poem is about 25 years old. And when Michelle and I were touring, I don't know, maybe like 10, 15 years, we would ask ourselves, we should probably retire this poem because it's old, you know? And when we actually did go into semi-retirement, you know, an unfortunate thing like the pandemic and anti-Asian hate brought the poem back to us. So I just want to say that, you know, if you have a piece, write it, put it out there, share it. And if you ever forget about it or think that you've forgotten about it, it's just that somebody else needed it. And they'll bring it back to you. And when it's your turn to have it again, they'll bring it back to you. So, Marsh, wherever you are, thanks for bringing it back. So, the name of this poem is called Listen, Asshole. It's inspired by some questions that people like to ask Michelle and I. And so, if you've seen the Deaf Poetry episode, you know the poem. But in the live part, there's audience participation. So you guys get to be part of the poem. So now that the audience has conveniently been separated into 3 sections, I'm just gonna say you're one section, and you're the other section, all right? And you're gonna repeat after me. What are you?
What are you?
Great. What are you saying?
What are you saying?
Are you gonna tell me?
Are you gonna tell me?
Awesome, I think you're ready. Listen, asshole. My words were meant to be mentioned in meticulous and ruthless manner, yet you're mispronouncing man, hailing mouth, fucked it all up. My meaning's misused for miscommunication,
puncture and
mistruth,
bleed you.
misinterpreted,
And if you don't
misspoken,
know,
mistake, motherfucker.
now you
That
know,
makes me
asshole.
mad.
Listen, asshole, stop trying to guess what I am. Stop trying to tell me what I'm not. I was born in Seoul, which makes me Korean. These slightly slanted eyes ain't just for seeing. Bitch, I see right through you. You expert on me with your fake Asian tattoo. You expert on me with your Taibon Kung Fu. So what? You tried dim sum and dent some on the menu.
So what? You a fan of Lucy Liu?
So what? You read the Joy Luck Club too. That makes you an expert on how I should look? Fuck you. What the fuck do you know about being Asian? I'm about to put you in your place, son. What do you know about napalm and Saigon? About Hiroshima and Nagasaki? About Gandhi? What do you know about demilitarized zones and no gun re? About My Lai and the military? What do you know about the killing fields and signs that wield
No Chinese or dogs allowed?
What do you know about cover women and geisha girls? About colonization all over the Asian world? What do you know about the Great Wall? I can school you on each and all, motherfucker, I'm about to get raw. What do you know about revolution? About Ho Chi Minh and Mao Zedong? I know it was Gil Scott-Ron who said the revolution will not be televised, so my membership in the revolution will not be based on how slanted are my eyes on the prize. Fight with all my might against motherfuckers who think I'm a white girl. Watch my finger unfurl. You picked the wrong Asian woman to mess with, because my tongue is split, it is forked and steel-tipped, and it will puncture and bleed you. And if you don't know, now you know, asshole.
Listen, don't ask me what I'm saying in my native tongue. You want to know so badly, go learn it yourself. 20 years it took me to perfect the language my mother's and her mother spoke. 20 seconds it took you the nerve to ask what my sister and I spoke about. If I said I wasn't talking to you, why don't you stop bothering me all up in my business? How dare you step to me, invade my privacy, waste my time, and ask if I'm able to relay you the contents of my conversation? What nonsense is this? Do I look like your private translator? Nosy motherfucker. You probably thought dialogue centered around you, and you just wanted to make sure. Is that because you're paranoid and insecure, or just jealous because my tongue's got more skills than yours? Oh, so you want to learn how to say I love you and hello. Why you need to know? You think of me as some Asian hoe ready to turn around at your calls of
hey baby, annyeonghaseyo,
or
ni hao ma, I love you, China doll.
Please, your bullshit doesn't impress me at all because my words were meant to be mentioned in a meticulous and mellifluous manner, yet you're mispronouncing man-hailing mouth fucks it all up. My meaning's misused for miscommunication, misconstrued to a misinterpreted, misspoken, mistake, motherfucker. That makes me mess you better. Have listen, asshole, and listen well. Don't talk to me anymore. Don't fuck with me anymore because I am done talking to you. You do it. You do it.
So that's our feel-good poem for the evening.
We call it the icebreaker.
So the next poem that we're going to do is called A Little Too Much, and it is a poem that we wrote to people who said that we're not Asian enough. Okay, so that's this piece.
Did you say the name of the poem?
A Little Too Much.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Michelle and I just practiced this afternoon, this poem, so. You act a little too black.
Could you be more of this? Could you be less of that?
You seem a little too white.
The way you talk
and walk.
Is it?
Just ain't right.
Is it?
Spoken word.
Poetry or is it rap?
So you found the features on my face, figured out my race, now you think you know my place. What do you really know when you just met me? If I don't make your first impression, then don't second guess me. Sure, profiling, obsess me, but I won't let it get the best of me. I guess you're trying to test me, but you could have came correctly. If you want to assess me directly, then get to know the rest of me. How insulting and disturbing. The first thing you're observing is the color of my skin.
And what you think you know about it, like you think you know everything,
like the chopstick clutch and the karate thrust, like speaking another language, that should be a must. Like on-the-spot translations, that would be a plus. But at the same time, it's like making a fuss. My English is too fluent and my attitude's too tough. Like what you thought only you and your people did, like I'm doing too much, like you're telling me I'm not Asian enough, like I give a fuck when you're not even Asian in the first place. You never will and you never will be.
Why don't you listen, asshole?
Why don't you listen, asshole? I've been called Americanized by Americanized because my hair and eyes are getting recognized, the varying size, shapes, and colors, so American guys tell American lies to others. Asking.
You don't look American, so how come you got an American accent?
Act like you got some sense, since acceptance of the essence, since you can't reject my presence. Since when should I be so kind to remind you to put that shit behind you? I'm not your seeing eye dog, you blind fool, saying my eyes are small, but it's you that can't see. Too much weight in your history is fucking with your mental. Okay, so you know we're not all Chinese. Why are you still calling us Oriental? Maybe it's accidental.
Maybe Joe Confidential.
And maybe it'd just be another accidental incident with accidentally knocked injuries. Repercussion is consequential. Whatever. Get over it. You still ain't been through what I've been through. It's 2024. I'm not getting into the midst of it. I'm not here to give you the gist of it.
What you see is what you get.
What you can't see, you'll never get.
My face holds stories that defiantly resist translation, yet your racial equation's interpretation is only skin deep. So I say my deepest thoughts are in Braille. You can't feel me, to read me, to know me, because all you see is my skin is pale, and that one detail for you is enough to write me off, or maybe it's wipe me out. Erase me to encase me in words and terms harmfully laced to paste my face under your white labels. And then there were those who are still not sure, but are quite capable of asking the inevitable.
Are you mixed?
You know, I hate to be the one to school you, but nobody ever said this shit was foolproof. So yeah, I'm mixed confused why you would ask me such a stupid ass question. And don't tell me not to be pissed. Spend a day on my skin to be accosted with,
are you that? Are you this?
And you'll be ready to say with me, yeah, I'm mixed. I'm half woman and half bitch.
You act a little too black.
Could you be more of this? Could you be less of that?
You seem a little too white.
The way you talk
and walk.
Is it?
Just ain't right.
Is it?
So I'm nice with my words, so I fight with my words. So I find it absurd as the first time you've heard I'm angry and I'm Asian. Because the occasion is that you get away with saying you're all about equality when your philosophy is hypocrisy. Make oppression your obsession, you give the impression by making suggestions. The life I live with is one full of privilege. Paint a picture of who I should be, what I should say, where I should sit. The back of the bus is calling me, but insist the front is where I fit. Then call the shots by proclaiming that what you do is called protesting and what I do is called complaining. When just yesterday,
we called it the same thing.
A demand for respect, maybe that's as close as it gets, but what's the point in arguing over petty shit like who's more oppressed, been more repressed, depressed from distress, who deserves reparation,
and who deserves less?
You call that progress? Well, Audre Lorde said it best, there is no hierarchy to oppression, no pyramid of pain pitting people against people, competing for pity. What a pity when people put a price on pain, because no matter how you stack it up or break it down, it always comes around to the same old, somebody somewhere and someone uncomfortable with somebody else. Me, I'm comfortable with who I am, but you can check for yourself. No, I'm neither black nor white
nor black,
but in a gray area called Asian America. Just another mix to add to your race theory hysteria.
So you still refuse to understand me, demand me to conform to your so-called truths when it's a lie designed to make me the perfect model of a minority. So what you say has got me looking at you sideways, so my eyebrows raised, talking like you know me and you know my people. Like you wrote the book on the sand, own rights to the sequel, saying our struggles ain't equal. So you can cock mad formulas to fit us into, but you can't access my Asianness through accents to accessorize the slate in my eyes to make me more acceptable to you. I can be Asian and speak angrily without resorting to kung fu kicks and screams of hi-ya. I hate so-called progressives who play the name and blame game like they own the patent on anger and pain because their struggle supposedly takes precedence over mine, and who question my Asianness because my lyrics sometimes rhyme. Well, fuck you, bitch ass chokehold, yellow rage ain't gonna fold. We still doing our shit with no mogul, no global, no beach, just vocals for love, spitting just for the locals. See, I'm hopeful these lines where my thoughts congregate to conquer hate.
It's not too late.
Don't be just another number in the database. We can head towards a greater place as part of a greater race. And you can call this a conscious rap.
But wait,
no, this is more than that. As I flow from hop sing to hip hop, Beijing to Bangkok, all locks in us are broken. And my words, they are spoken.
My English will always be too good for you.
My voice a little too loud for you.
My tongue a little too sharp for you.
My eyes a little too round for you.
My pride a little too strong for you.
My strength a little too deep for you. My Asian a little too American for you.
So no, I can't be
more of this. And no, I won't be
less of that.
This is what it is. Get used to it. Thank you. Thank you so much. And then I just wanted to say, it is really, I really do mean this from the bottom of my heart when I say that it is an honor to be here tonight and sharing this space with all of you. Two of my children are here tonight, and one of my children is watching on the live stream. And honestly, I do this for my children. I do this for the people that I love. And I also, wanted to say that I know that, Kathy and I are known for doing our angry poems, since we're called Yellow Rage and all that. But I just want to be clear that when we write our poetry, when we perform our poetry, we are doing it from a place of love. We are doing it for a fierce love for our people, for our families, for our community, and for ourselves. And so we just ask you that when you continue to write and perform your poetry, please have it come from a place of love, because every single day we walk with our ancestors and they are watching us. And so in this space, I would like to invoke my ancestors and pay homage to them. And when I do that, I also pay homage to yours. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Come on.